If you start rubbing your head after I ask you something, I already know you coming. Go rub your fucking head after I ask you something. Stop asking me to do stuff, y'all. I'm just a regular girl. I like eating booty and have fun. I said I don't want to look too much. Sorry. Don't tell me about your ex, please. I won't say nothing about mine. Don't say nothing about yours. Don't give a fuck. Because what I learned is 99.99.99.99.99.99.99.99. He said to me, you're not even a quality type of female. I don't know where he's seeing you. That's why he's here, because I be looking at grass. And I let him do my facing anyhow. I breathe to my toes. So somebody DM me talking about, I saw your porno and I don't like how you suck it. You gotta suck. You ain't sucking it right. You gonna show me, Mookie? Huh? Or you going to show me how to get down on my knees and please a man? For sure, man. Wow. You don't know. You don't like how I do it, you know? Okay? It's not my fault. God damn, that's supposed to my man. He was not a camera person, you know? So I just get it whenever I fit in. But when I do find the one that's real, it's gonna be a different story. Not crazy. What's simple? You be good to me, I'll be good to you, but you gotta go first. Really do that? That's how he is. The more and the more I discover. But a lot of people can't do that. You know what DMX said?
Fucking told you. We got it. I'll be honest, I had my doubts. Probably didn't know what hit it. Subject bid, back by bellows. Sheriff, I'm in the main hall. I've seen a shit ton of his troops, but no sign of the Baron. Sheriff, you copy?
Yep. And I'm sorry, Kyle, but I need to protect my people.
Fuck. Kyle. I have to admire your fortitude. You just don't give up. I hope you enjoy the brief taste of freedom. Let's call it a field test, shall we?
Are you going to tell me why you turned me into a lab rat? Why you tortured me for all those years?
I'm building future Kyle. But your role in that grand experiment has come to an end.
Fucking lunatic.
True genius is often mistaken for insanity by those of inferior intelligence.
So now you found someone new to torture.
He is the perfect subject, Kyle. He is the future, and you, I'm afraid, are the past.
Future, huh?
Hold your fire, idiots! I need him alive! Damn it, I need him alive! But you, Craig! I need...
Fuck. Gotta get the fuck out of here. Sheriff, do you copy?
Do you
Do
hear
you hear
me?
me?
Oh my god. You're alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
I'm
coming for
coming
you.
for you.
I'm sorry, Kyle, but I had no choice. It was either that or...
Come on. Come on.
Olivia,
Olivia,
you there?
you there?
Kyle, finally! I'm trying to reach you. What happened?
The
The
sheriff
sheriff
led me into a trap.
trap.
She's
She's
working
working
with the Baron.
Oh my god.
I'm heading to the
Heading to
town hall now to
now
confront her.
Are you okay?
No,
No,
you were
you were
right.
right.
I wasn't ready.
ready.
I need to
I
find
need
those
to
other
find those
Chimeras.
Okay. I'll go over the research and see if I can find the rest.
Just in time. Thank you. Take this, please.
Hey. Sassy. What is you? What is you doing, man? You're gonna fuck up my fucking. You're gonna fuck my shit up. You know what? That's it. No more, door. Fuck out of here. What's wrong with you? Stop. Stop. What? What happened? Come on. Come here. What you want? What you want? What you want? Baby. 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 Guess it's pet me time. The fuck? Gotta get you a brush. Fuck. Look at that. Just go like that. You look like shit. She don't like when I touch your stuff. Bobby, come here. más que va para allá. Cat brush. Nobody do shit at this point. Ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna stay right here. Be out all day. Yeah, baby. I love my baby. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah. I love my baby. Yeah. Will you? Ahí está. Ahí está. Ahí está.
What you trying to do? I'm your baby mama, you know? What the fuck? Damn, girl, chill. Chill. I would play, but I'm saying, whether you like it or not, I'm gonna become your baby mama tonight.
Oh, you crazy. You probably didn't know this. Dollar girl, pick up this. You need a real nigga. On top, nigga, black some shit. Spend all the whole summer what you working with. Shake your ass. Shake your ass. Summer what you working with. From the dollar girl, pick up this. Dollar girl, you need a real nigga. On top. Mucha mierda tú hablas, boquemus. La pantallota. La pantallota. Lo que tiene otro nivel. ¿Y el role dónde está? Aquí está, mira, coño, qué lástima que no tenga rueda. La pantallota. Lo que tiene otro nivel. ¿Y el role dónde está? Aquí está, mira, coño, qué lástima que no tenga rueda.
Let me get a shot of burner. We not going to flirt with him. Hell no. That's a mess.
Listen, I'm gonna keep this shit short and simple. How much y'all want for it?
Let's get out of here.
I am so excited.
Yo tengo mi cuarto, que lo que ustedes dan, ustedes cogen. Ustedes se asustaron, ¿eh? ¿Qué? ¿No les gustan los tragos? Si tú te pasas, yo te cruzo encima. A mí me gusta tú, a mí no me importa, digo que tú seas un hombre y te rompo el engranaje, pero tengo una idea. Tú eres un maricón, eso no te voy a decir, porque tú estás ahí todavía, que lo tú quieres que te enseñe la nieve. Méteme el pico. Y vamos a comparar yema con yema para ver quién tiene la yema más grande, ¿qué es lo que? Pero es que tú le comes todo, mira, te quedas sin verme. Ay, sí, ¿dónde tú tienes? 22. Wow, así mismo, perfecto. Ven, ¿quieres sonreír? Sí. ¿Por qué te metes ese pote por el ¿dónde tú estás ahora mismo?
En Santiago. ¿Y ustedes?
La capital, indica.
A mí me han dicho que en la capital hay muchos bugarrones, ¿eso es verdad?
No, mi amor. ¿Qué te pasa? No, ¿qué va?
No vamos a jugar piedra, papel, tijera. El que lo tenga más grande se lo mete al otro.
Yo tengo mi cuarto, que lo que ustedes dan, ustedes cogen. Ustedes se asustaron, ¿eh? ¿Qué? ¿No les gustan los tragos? Si tú te pasas, yo te cruzo encima. A mí me gusta tú, a mí no me importa, digo que tú seas un hombre y yo te rompo el engranaje, pero tengo una idea. Pero maricón, no voy a decir, porque tú estás ahí todavía.
But just keep it fun. Don't have to go take anyway. We gonna keep it fun.
We don't get up wanting to spend $10,000 on a.
Hey, boo-boo, I'm gonna eat that thing like chicken and biscuits.
I'm about to take a shower. No, I'm
Nah,
sorry.
hell, you ain't. Don't you wash off them seasons, nigga? You like a little Sour Patch Kid. First you sour, then you sweet. Come on, give me some of that pussy meat. Don't act like that. Then you can lick my sour lemon head. Cause I ain't bad neither. I ain't even got on clothes. I'm finna Captain Morgan, yo. No one.
So today we're making pollo frito, fried chicken.
This is what a water filtration system used to look like back in the 90s. The point of this is to soften the water and remove contaminants so you don't have a hard water problem. If you want something that's going to be better for your nails, hair, and skin and use less chemicals, then you need to check out Leaf Home Water Solutions so you can get purified, good for you water throughout your home. Check out the link below. This is what a water filtration system used to look like back in the 90s. The point of this is to soften the water and remove contaminants so you don't have a This is what type of bullshit is this? Marlon Wayans is the best guest Kai Cenat has brought on his Mafia-thon and will be the best guest Kai Cenat has brought on his Mafia-thon. He had me in tears the entire time he was there from start all the way to finish. And he's so quick with the jokes. He's so quick with the comebacks. It's so effortless to him. And the way he was able to snap in character when he was doing his shorty impressions, that shit was top tier. And Kai Cenat asked him, what do you think about White Chicks too? And he was like, I don't think that's ever going to happen. And he said because he had to spend 7 hours of just putting on makeup. And then after putting on makeup, they had to spend 13 hours of filming. And then they only get 3 hours of sleep and then repeat the process over again the next day. One of my favorite movies by him, but it was so... No, I joke around a lot.
Primer video.
Never tell your kids we can't afford it. From the age.
I'm telling you, the gas
Where
Where
is
is she,
Jacob?
Jacob?
Who?
The sheriff.
Sheriff.
She came running in, grabbed a bunch of her stuff, and took off like she was on fire. She's not answering her radio. What is going on?
She knew
She
I
knew
was
I
coming
was
for
coming
her.
for her.
What are you talking about?
So you
So
didn't
you didn't
know.
No, what?
She led me into a trap, Jacob. She
She
made
made
a deal with the Baron.
What?
Said she
Said
did it to protect her people.
people.
The Baron
The
was
Baron was
waiting to
waiting
ambush
to
me,
ambush
and she was right there with
them.
him. So you didn't know.
know.
No.
Well, you're in
You're in
charge
charge
now, so I'm giving you fair warning. She's going to pay for what she did to me.
The sheriff was off rock. She's the one who kept us together. There has to be a reason.
Forget about her. She is done. You need to run this place on your own now.
Jesus.
And the plan stays the same.
What plan?
The plan to take out the Baron.
I'm no soldier. The sheriff handles security. You know that.
Then I need you to give me whatever you have on him, whatever intel you have gathered.
You had something right
We don't
there.
have anything on him.
Okay.
But I might know some people who do.
Who?
You had something
A group
right
of
there.
exiles forced out by the sheriff. She never wanted us to speak of them or contact them. But I always kept the connection open. I couldn't just abandon them.
Who are they?
They are the infected ones. Some were fugitives from the Baron's lab that the sheriff wouldn't let in.
Where'd they go?
They banded together to form a community high in the mountains. They are all infected. But they've halted the progression with an infusion made from a rare strain of mushrooms. I never wanted to push them out. But if you wanted the sheriff's protection,
Reach out to them.
I'll make contact and let you know.
Good.
Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, we owe you, mate.
Well, feel free to show your appreciation.
Straight to it. I will, but that might require some additional involvement on your part.
Of course it would. What's on your mind?
When we left Grunberg, we grabbed what we could. You know, food, meds, guns. But since we got here, we've been up against the Baron, infected, raiders, you name it. Our supplies are running dangerously low.
How low are we talking?
Had to introduce ammo rationing. Keep all records in here.
Yeah, that's rough, but I'm no magician. I can't just pull bullets out of thin air.
Then how about retrieving some lost crates from the aqueduct?
Go on.
During our escape, we were ambushed by raiders. We beat the hell out of them, but one of our containers fell into the water. It's full of bullets, Crane. Proper pre-formed military grade. We've been unable to reach it until now. Since you've installed the power, we have a shot at getting it back.
You have a plan?
There are old cranes there, just rusting away. If we can power one up,
Pulling the container out should be as easy as the claw machine at the Penny Arcade.
Yeah, which was rigged and never that easy. What's the catch?
Our area's crawling with infected. Bandits roam the district. And that equipment is old as shit. Anything could go wrong. But there's ammo in it for you. You up for it?
And for the promise of free ammo, I'm up for just about anything. Olivia, there was no sign of the sheriff at the town hall. Looks like she ran.
So she really was working for the Baron.
She claims she did it to protect her people, but I don't buy it. Right now, I just need to get stronger. Can you find me more chimeras?
I'm already on it. I'll get back to you as soon as I know that way.
Crane, do you copy?
I do. What's up, Jacob?
I've reached out to the FBI, and wanted to contact you to do.
Keller's container should be near here. Killer, found your ammo. What's next?
You see the crate? Hopefully, at least one of them still works.
Shit, I need to try another one. Looks functional. Let's give it a try. Damn it, something's shorting out. Keller, I started the crane, but a short circuit messed up the control panel.
There must be something you can do. Maybe there's an electrical switchgear somewhere in the warehouse. You can try and find using the auxiliary power.
That sounds like you know what you're talking about.
Check the basement for that switchgear. I think there's a good chance you'll find it there.
Don't tell me you're an engineer.
What? A lifetime ago. Keep me posted.
I need to find another way in.
Can you hear me?
What the hell?
Don't be frightened. I'm not your enemy. I'm a telepath. Jacob asked me to reach out.
No. The last time someone talked to me telepathically, it did not go well. Use the damn radio.
The radio isn't safe.
And this is freaky as fuck.
Meet me at Pembroke Farm. I'll explain everything.
Fucking telepathy, you gotta be kidding me.
Sir, we really could use some help.
You need help? With what?
One word. Paradise.
Alright, here's another word. Explain.
Apologies for my...
Chipotle experience at home. Feeds 4 to 6 people. We have a lot of food here. Got the protein, right? The beans.
Everybody can make whatever they want, and there's plenty to go around. Absolute game changer. Introducing Wawa's new spicy jalapeno ranch. Creamy, craveable, and kick it up the flavor to your favorite hoagies, wraps, sandwiches, and more. It's the bold twist you didn't know you needed. It's only here for a limited time. Gotta have a Wawa.
Trigger Bills when you're on the go with the NBC Sports app presented by Lundy Law, your injury lawyers. Tanner Banks is on to face Jacob Marcy. The tie runs at first base. It's a 3-2 game, top of the 8th inning. Looking at this 0-1. Banks of the year rated 3.14. He's hitting 178 against him. 1-2. Keep that tie across the first base. on the field. Swing. Comes in and gets the job done. He leaves the tying run over at first. And now the Bills need some insurance as we go to the home.
New customers get $5 and get 300 at once. Fair deal. Plays worth it.
For 70 years, every single day, Disneyland has honored veterans with an American tradition. Disney is dedicated to the ideals and the dreams that have created America.
Thank you, Bob. I'm delighted to be here for this happy occasion.
This is where heroes work. This is where veterans are celebrated. This is Disney.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if getting the Georgia Bark at my boss would be appropriate. Go dogs!
Yeah. So we need to.
Well, at least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds.
2 more against the Marlins, and then 3 against the Minnesota Twins this weekend. It wraps up at 3:05 on Sunday when the Bills host those Twins. All fans that day will receive a 2026 schedule magnet presented by Prego. Purchase tickets today by going to Phillies.com. And by the way, there are some cool signs that are out there tonight, including that one turning 10 today. Happy birthday. Also, get 3 more outs and ring the bell. Valente Bayosto, the new pitcher for the Marlins, who, by the way, are still in the race for the final wild card spot, as strange as that sounds. They're 4 out before tonight. Harrison Bader will lead off. He's 0 for 3. Bader starts the inning off by hitting a big hit to center field. That's the first hit for the Phillies since the single by Weston Wilson in the 4th inning. Now Kyle Schwarber's coming up. Schwarber is 1 for 3 over in the 1st inning. Howdy gives us a look at that home run brought to you by StatCast. 385 feet off the front of the second deck. The game behind home plate. With Ramirez is pitch hit for him.
I'm not so sure Kyle's going to be able to get any fastballs off this gentleman. It would surprise me.
Look at James up there.
You think he can throw a fastball here and surprise you?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
I'm going up in the bullpen.
He might throw a couple when he gets
Over 2 minutes. Phillies trying to win their 7th game here at home in 2025. In the month of September, they're 14-3 in September at home in the last 2 years. So part of the home field advantage that we talked about. Runner goes from first, pitches swung on a miss to throw to second base. It is in time.
He can be hard to understand sometimes. I'm glad, and he's proud. We're almost left with paradise, but we're eager to reestablish our home, our community.
With a great throw, and you see Lopez right there, just kind of like
nonchalantly, members to join your community.
And then a quick catch.
We seek the one who will hold back peace and harness the light.
Okay. But clearly paradise isn't here, so where is it?
It's an island on the river just outside of town. It's our haven. Or at least it was.
All of our earthly needs were satisfied there. Safety, food, but paradise has been defiled. Now, we await the chosen one who will restore it to its former glory.
You felt safe there? Under the open sky?
Infected can't swim. It's an island, but a very safe one.
Right. But all it takes is for someone to leave the island, get bitten, come back, turn, bite someone else, bite another, and then... Well, we know what comes then, don't we?
But nobody who joins paradise ever leaves paradise.
Uh-huh. Except you two.
We had to flee because, you see, the infected somehow got onto the island, and if that wasn't enough, our UV lights went out too.
Yet, the chosen one can turn our fate around.
By chosen one, you mean me.
Don't take Brad too seriously. He has his own style, but all we need is a helping hand. Infected got onto the island.
Save our paradise, and count yourself among its flock.
Yeah, I'm not much of a flocker, Brad. For you, it might be paradise, but for me, it'll just be another safe zone.
So, how about it? Will you help us? Chosen one?
If you stop calling me chosen one, maybe. It's been fun. Look, I better get going. I'll see you later.
Yeah, I think it wasn't a bad hobby, just missed it. Just good stuff. I'd like to give you some like great analysis on how that happened, but just missed it.
So Danny Moskos, the pitching coach, out to the mound. Rain is falling lightly here at the ballpark. 38,000 and change on hands. It's a hot day. It's a perfect time for a Yingling.
Come on, you can do it. But if you had that spicy cheesesteak,
He would have had a little bit more of it.
Drop that there.
Look at Jack's like a tub of beer even now. He was twice in double. Thanks. Keep up to date. Got March. Mark. It's on. Outside left field. Look at the catch. And the inning is... Well, we're going to the ninth inning. It's a one-run game in the Phillies and the Marlins. Game one of this three-game series. I'm excited. This never gets old, and I can't wait for it to happen during Red October. Time now for a quick word from Bob Newman, attorneys at law.
You want certain things in life. You want love and marriage, you want kids, you want opportunity. The people who fall us suffer a tragedy. They need someone to step up for them, to help them put the pieces back together. Whether it's with resources and experience, but the results is what we did lucky, the correct call.
Well, big time. He can stay with the Phillies. He and Harrison Bader have got fancy pickups. It's the trade deadline. And this is a one-run game against the Marlins team that's still fighting for its life for the postseason. And Patrick Norby will lead it off. At the top of the ninth inning. Neat. Look at 99 miles per hour. You got to start pretty good ones. A ball and two strikes. A curve and then 102. It's amazing. It's absolutely Hernandez now the batter. Ball got his throwing hand.
No. I got it right. No. I don't know those about grinding. Start to pull there. They couldn't even stand. Check the step out. Never trust the fire. 93 off the bat. Yeah, people a lot in a heartbeat. Just one shot. Played with a dude that was really tough, Darren Dalton. Yeah. They're both differently. They don't from the same cloth, man. Darren was on the hurricane too. You know, first of all, first thing you protect the plane. Second thing is protect the plane from himself. You'd rather watch and see in the game and tell the coaches to come out. Sounds like the fans were chanting this big team's name as Rob Thompson was heading off the field. All right, back in. No balls and one strike to Hernandez, who was 1 for 3 tonight. And the 0-2 pitch. Marks is going back toward the Xfinity side, and this game is Hernandez just blasted a solo home run to tie the game at 3. Here at the top of the 9th inning. That's just the center cut. We talked about how the ball's traveling, and at first you thought that's too high, but it was far enough. You got to keep it right there.
Keep the time going. He scored 3 runs quickly in the first 2 innings. That's all they scored tonight. Marlins have now outhit them. Over the left side, charging Stott, throws off Ballin, Stott inside. One out single, infield single. And Wagaman's coming up.
Here's where, Edwards, 26 stolen bases. Got JT, got hit in the finger. You don't know how accurate he's going to be with the throw. Most closers aren't the best at holding runners. Surprised me if Edwards is off first pitch.
He knows the
We have the big stones. He did it. Balls in one strike for Lackman. He's 1 for 3. Single flat out to right. He's struck out. O'Shea is now coming up again in the bullpen for the Marlins. Looks like he has a ball right there. Oh yeah, I don't really love on Charles either. One ball, one strike. Got to be going here. I don't think so. I think Edwards wanted to go on the last pitch, and he just didn't get it. He didn't just in time to jump. Creeps off a little bit more. He goes. Gets fouled away again into the sweep. That needed serving. He's made his way back. He is homer tonight. Okay, tough. That's too hot. Oh, I hate their team was Aloha. He's there. It was toward the end of the bat, so Bader waits for it, makes the catch. He was over. So, the tie is out the hole. JT set to lead things off for the Phils.
Some people say Fox Chase Cancer Center is where you go when you have cancer. But for me, it's about being the place you can trust when you have cancer. Fox Chase is the premier cancer center in Philadelphia. We are Philly proud and Philly strong. We've been at the forefront, fighting to cure cancer for over a century, bringing together the best minds in science and medicine to deliver exceptional cancer care and innovative treatments. Because that's how we conquer cancer. Together.
It is the critical 4-game series as the Phillies take on the New York Mets. Starting out at 12, New York Mets.
Done enough for our Georgia history turning point. At least up to this point, it's this home run by Hernandez that's tied the game up here at 3.
And got a pitch out over the plate, Thomas. Deposited into the second row of the left field bleachers. It surprised a lot of us, but that's our Toyota turning point. All it does is set up. Have a fun time here in the bottom of the ninth.
That's right.
Arshon hitting for JT.
What a great sign that Raphael is going to pitch it. O'Shea is the new pitcher for the Marlins. The rain is starting to fall a little heavier. Again, Vic Tarapaza is the crew chief. Take the lippers to Marchand. It's in there for Frank 1-0. For the defense for Marchand. And the winning run is aboard for the Bills.
And it's breaking ball back across Shea. Good start to the bottom of the ninth for the Bills. That is something big. Sitting there all night. 5 guys when they do something good. And like, hey, you're hit.
Kepler plus. Foul.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it is coming down. It's coming out pretty hard.
So pitching change leads to a single, then leads to 2 strikes on Kepler, then leads to the tarp going on the field. Here in the bottom of the ninth inning in a 3-3 ball game. Amazing.
Didn't see this coming.
Now the grounds crew get the tarp on the field as quickly as possible. Hopefully this isn't a long one. It's a big cell. A lot of it is to the north of us, depending on which way it's going. We'll try to keep you up to date on how long this possibly is going to be. Hopefully it's a quick one.
How the hell were hooks right about it?
It really good hook slide. It really was.
What the hell is that music coming from?
Like he's done it before.
Yeah, that ain't the first rodeo.
So we are at a rain delay here at Citizens Bank Park in a 3-3 game. So Sanchez with 7 wonderful innings tonight for the Bills. He left with a 3-0 lead. Well, the Marlins come back and tie it with 2 in the 8th and 1 in the 9th inning. So we're in a rain delay here at Citizens Bank Park. While we sit here and wait, we'll go to another edition of the Leafs Clubhouse.
Saloni Italian has classic flavors with an Arby's flair. It's more American Italian than Italian, just like Sapone. And people line up to see him. all pitches, we have the beats.
We all want that English right. Constellation is the gateway. We are the number one producer of carbon-free electricity and renewable energy by powering American jobs and driving clean energy innovations. Our carbon-free future starts now, and Constellation has the experience, employees, and vision to help us ahead. /power.
Why do we? Hello, welcome to Phillies Clubhouse, presented by Toyota, sponsored the Philadelphia Phillies. I'm Ashley Sullivan, and no one will forget that day that Kyle Schwarber became the 21st player in MLB history to hit 4 home runs in one game. In August, he set new career highs in home runs and RBIs in just one single season. But he'll be the first to tell you that the success of the team matters way more than the success of the individual. Our Karen Castro was from Schwarber defined that the 5-month regular season is our turn to, presented by Toyota, part of the Philadelphia Phillies. Kyle, thank you for joining us. First and foremost, you just hit a new career high in RBI margin with some runway left on the season. What is it about this group of hitting coaches, the work you've put in, that you've allowed to kind of compound your success year after year and build on it?
Yeah, I feel like our big group that we got here is one of the best in the major leagues. They do a really good job of making sure that you get your work in, making sure that you're staying on the right track, but also, even if you don't feel great, just making sure that you're going to feel great walking out of the cage, feeling like you're going to get, hard contact, whatever it is. But I think a lot of it, too, is a tribute to our whole lineup, the way that they're able to, 1 through 9, keep working bats, get on base, their opportunities for runs at the top of the lineup, there's opportunity for runs at the bottom of the lineup. So, and obviously the total lineup, too. So I just feel that everyone just keeps doing their job at a really good rate right now, and that if we keep doing what we're doing, we're going to see a lot of success.
I know you and I talked about how much working with Kevin Long, incorporating the lower body construction, that part of your swing, has kind of changed things for you in the batter's box. But where do you feel the biggest difference from all the work you've done in the years with Kevin?
Yeah, I just think obviously there's a lot of physical things. I think this is the mental side of things too, just making sure that every bat's different, making sure that you're not pairing it a bat in with different bats, that everything's different, every situation is going to be different, and that if you're aware of the different situation, then you should be aware of what's going to happen in the community. So I just feel like the way that they make me feel after in between bats, I might be down, they're on me to get my head out of my butt and just be ready for the next one, right? And making sure that it's that next spot, a big opportunity, you just never know.
When you came out here, I know you were going to meet with one group, and then you go and you sign autographs for everyone out here. What is it about you that, in a very genuine sense, like, excuse me, if you want to be a part of and make a positive impact on the community here?
Yeah, I mean, I've been that kid before that's gone to kids camp that's, wanted an autograph, whatever it is. Now that you're in a position that you are in, that you're in right now, you just want to make sure you can try to give out as many positive experiences as you can. And, especially, everyone sees us as a baseball player. Everyone, thinks that you're a robot sometimes, but people don't really see the person side of things, right? And, the more that you can let people into the person you are, I think that that's an important thing because, this is what we do on a daily basis. We play baseball, but, you want to also make sure that the kids that are watching you or that are wanting to be like you, to see how you are and how you're able to treat people with respect and, being genuine to people. I feel like that's such a big thing that can go a long way for kids this day and age.
What do you walk away with from all of the same stuff, kids that are there?
I think the best thing is that you see how much kids actually pay attention. I mean, every kid came up. Are you gonna home run? You're gonna be in the race, whatever it is, right? And that they're paying attention, that they're watching, right? So, I think it's just really good for that. You play big leagues. Don't ever take the day for training fire up here.
Keller, the power is connected. I'm gonna fire up the training coefficient.
I think that we want to make sure that we close out the division and that we're ending up with one of those buys. I think that we know that we want to be the number one seed. We want the National League to come through Philadelphia, and so if we can close out that first seed, that first round bye, that's what we want to do. And personally, I think it's just everything about that, trying to make sure that we're closing our goals out, and then we're navigating our way through in October.
And as the month winds down, the 2025 Phillies have their sights set on the postseason. One former player who knew the playoff hunt very well is franchise hit leader Jimmy Rollins. J-Roll once made a big statement that the Phils were the team to beat, and he backed that up with his Hall of Fame-worthy career. Phillies production gives us a look into the man that is Jimmy Rollins, spoken from the guys who saw him play every day.
Jimmy Rollins is going to get his first major league. To watch him fly, it's going to be a triple.
There isn't a thing on the baseball field that Jimmy could do. Beat you with his legs, beat you with his glove, beat you with his bat.
Just the blow that he has the it factor.
It was just this swagger and this confidence that would just exude.
Jimmy just had that kind of vibe to him, that things would just happen as if he was the magician creating it. Jimmy Rollins, play, throws, and
with his style, it got us to play a lot better. His personality was as big as his play. He acted like he had 10 years to play with us.
Jimmy Rollins. He's a little guy who plays like a big guy. He can do everything what a big guy can do.
He was never afraid to be great. He was a red-black player all the way through.
It's a base hit.
He came out and said that we were the team to beat.
We're the team to beat.
We're the team to beat. We are the team to beat.
I think we're the team to beat now.
When I heard it first, I was like, wait, what is that? Last thing I would ever say.
I mean, the audacity. Hadn't been to the playoffs in 14 years. Where's this coming from?
That quote got up to New York, I swear to God, like in an hour. Next thing you know, it's this whole big thing.
That was on the second. This sparked the fire. He wasn't saying, I'm confident I can win this night. All of us together are good enough.
Because of it, it brought out the best in me, it brought out the best in us. And it was a start of our glory days.
He literally put us on his back and took us to the finish line. That little 2008 ride was so much fun.
You win the World Series, You know, it's crazy. I love Jones, man.
See, look in the mirror. I know I gave it my all.
Very cool stuff, and our thanks to Philly's production for that peek into Jimmy Rollins' My Way. You can catch the full documentary on the Phillies YouTube page. It features even more interviews from the legends you just saw and narrated by J-Roll's very good friend, Ryan Howard. And closer, Duran Duran has brought electric energy to Philadelphia ever since his debut. We'll give you an inside look behind the scenes of how his famous entrance made its way to Citizen State Park in less than 48 hours. Phillies Clubhouse presented by Toyota, proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies.
You want to save big on groceries. When you shop at Giant, you'll save bigger. With suddenly low prices and bonus buys, you'll save bigger on all your family favorites, on barbecues, birthdays, pizza Fridays, and everything in between. Because why save on some groceries when you can save bigger on all of them? Shop Giant. Save bigger. Giant for today's table.
Save on Giant brand chicken tenderloins, $2.99 per pound with digital coupon.
What's the last
I'm
World
not here.
Series?
Sorry, guys. I'm not here.
Philadelphia Phillies won it all.
I'm not that.
Because a car that doesn't make you feel recognized is a car that stops short of amazing.
How do you get him to a healthy future? Start with Nemours Children's Health. Our dedicated pediatricians and pediatric specialists provide all the care and support that you and your child need when it's needed most. Because keeping him well today will help ensure his very best tomorrow, so he can grow up to be whoever he wants to be. Nemours Children's Health. Well beyond medicine.
When Joan Duran makes his way to the mound, it is more than just a call to the pen. It's a moment. When the lights go out and the bell rings, the energy at Citizens Bank Park reaches another level. But the theatrical entrance doesn't just happen on its own. We take you behind the scenes of the team responsible for crafting Duran's electric walkout and how they've turned the ninth inning into a must-see show.
To have a guy like that for the fans to be excited about, I think just can kind of ramp up what we do, or it's going to be a lot of fun.
I was really excited. I know there had been some buzz for a couple weeks prior that the Phillies were looking at a closer. Duran was one of the names that was mentioned. I'm very familiar with him being from Minnesota, so I was pretty privy to what he could bring to this team and also from the entertainment side, what he could bring from the entrance standpoint.
I can't speak highly enough about how well they executed this in the first 36 hours.
I always check in and see how the fans kind of are receiving any sort of LED enhancements or like this entrance, you know, how they kind of embrace it and what they're looking for.
Our job is to make the fans more excited, and they were already ramped up for this guy. Our team did a really nice job working with their team to get the assets, make sure we're doing it the right way, and making sure that we're delivering on the expectation in a very short period of time.
Once we realized that this is something that could live on, it was very obvious what elements they needed to quickly build it.
Definitely to match the energy that was coming out of Minnesota. There was kind of a responsibility to match exactly how it looked and it felt and embodied in ballpark. So trying to make sure that we really embody that here.
We have a great connection with pretty much every major league team and our counterparts in the scoreboard departments there. So I feel pretty comfortable. There's a lot of teams that we can reach out to in a situation like this and they would help us out, but I've never seen it come through where they're literally just like take everything that we've made, hand delivered it to us.
You turn Jeremy loose to say, hey, Jeremy, what assets could we give them so that they could turn something around in, for them, a day and a half before their next home game?
Giving us things that their DJ put together, giving us stuff that their graphic designers labored over for the course of a couple of years, actually, and just actually giving us their files. That's pretty crazy. So I can't say I've ever seen anything to that extent.
I definitely leaned on making stuff on my own. I was, very excited that we were going to get stuff, and they delivered anything and everything to make sure that the moment, arrives here like it is.
It's something to behold. It's one of the most amazing things I think I've ever seen at a baseball game.
Stage one was so impressive of what we did at the Phillies. I mean, honestly, working together, getting all the content, and getting it out there in that quick turnaround for that first night, it just built the excitement of signing the guy that everybody wanted.
The first night was terrifying because, it's like I was really hoping he was going to get the pitch on that first night, but it's also, again, when you broke it up into so many parts and you're relying on 5 or 6 different people to do something the exact same time and exactly right, you just add more points of failure.
Stage two, which we're seeing now, we're getting the fire and the bell, we're programming the lights to the beat. We're really making it a Phillies special.
I added our Phillies logo and I added a few little elements. I had a lot of fun with the spiders. And then since then we kind of switched out the spider. It's true tarantula this time.
It took a little bit more manpower, but we had one person shutting off the light, one person just changing the lights to color.
We like to build it all out in one button so that we have one button that can control the lights, can control the bell, can play out a video.
One person was starting the song. One person was playing the graphics. I mean, that's 4 people.
One person back in the back room hitting the lights, another person hitting the bell, another person over here blocking out the boards.
So since that, we evolved, and we should always evolve in processes like this, to a one-button push. So now this one button will trigger the music, it triggers the graphics, triggers the lights, triggers the bell. That is awesome.
It's really cool. I mean, there's no 2 ways about it. It's just really cool.
People want to be a part of it. People see it on TV. People want to see more of it on TV. People now want to come to the ballpark just to see him in the game. That's special.
I definitely knew that the expectations were high for his entrance. He really wanted to have him step onto the field and do the inverse from the second he does to when he gets thrown out. This was definitely a all hands on deck moment for sure.
I don't think someone in my position could be any prouder, to be honest. I mean, what we do on a daily basis, I'm already starting the team, but then to take an effort like that, turn around so quickly, and then still not being happy with it, still wanting to evolve it, still wanting to make that moment as special as it can be. I mean, I can't even explain how proud I am of that.
I can do the gemstone of the game. There's a few that happen throughout the game like home runs. So you really want to make sure from a graphic standpoint that it encapsulates the moment.
We are quite a close-knit team, and there aren't very many projects that we do that get across the finish line without the help of a good chunk of us. My favorite element is what's going to come. There are some things that I think will certainly happen for the playoffs. Because again, you got to go all out in the playoffs. So I do think there will be more to come.
Stage 3, well, you just have to come to the postseason and see what stage 3 is.
Phillies legend Larry Bowa has spent nearly 60 years in Major League Baseball in some shape or form. We'll hear from Bowa on his early beginnings in the sports and how a guy who didn't make his high school baseball team became a World Series champion. That's next on Phillies Clubhouse, presented by Toyota, proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Dear Cruz, given adult full-size third row, everyone's welcome. From sports fans and baseball buffs to movie fans. Sit in, stretch out, and let's go. Toyota.
Get great offers on your favorite Toyotas like RAV4, Sienna, Highlander, and Grand
Excuse me.
Shop online and visit your nearest Tri-State
What's
Toyota
going
dealer
on?
today.
What you want?
Toyota. Let's go places.
You want something?
Shop every team in town. College and pro.
The season starts at Rally House. From jerseys and hats to tumbers for game day, it's their outrageous selection meets fan style.
It's your city, it's your house, it's the Rally House.
In store online at rallyhouse.com.
Move your car without moving at all. How it should be. The Hyundai Tucson. Now for a limited time, lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month or get 1.99% APR for 60 months. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Former Phillies closer Billy Wagner was inducted into the Hall of Fame earlier this summer. The seven-time All-Star spent the 2004-2005 season with the Phillies during his 16-year career. He is one of just 8 players all-time with over 400 career saves. On August 31st, Wagner was honored by John Middleton and the Phillies by receiving a one-of-a-kind glove highlighting his career achievements. Billy the Kid also threw out the first pitch to Phillies ambassador and former teammate with the Astros, Bill Thompson. And the path to the big leagues, it's never easy, regardless of where you start. For baseball lifer Larry Bowa, he used his early shortcomings as motivation to launch him into a career that included 5 All-Star appearances and 1 World Series championship. Danny Palmel has the story of the man that many people affectionately call Bo.
The very first big league game that I played in at Connie Mack Stadium was the last year at Connie Mack Stadium. And when I was on the lines, introducing the players, and they played the national anthem, and I'm sitting there saying, this is unbelievable. I almost had to pinch myself.
It should come as no surprise that even at the seasoned age of 79, Phillies legend Larry Bowa maintains a razor-sharp recollection of what was going through his mind leading up to his first major league game with the Phillies just over 55 years ago.
Everything reverted back to not playing at high school, not getting drafted. And I went, you know what? Good things happen if you work and you stick to it.
It was 5 years prior to his major league debut that Bowa would go undrafted in the first ever MLB draft in 1965. Were it not for the necessary determination and creativity instilled in him by his father, a former professional player himself, going undrafted may have gotten the better of Bowa.
He got as high as AAA. He kept telling me that there was room for little guys to play in this game. Except you got to play the little man's game. You got to move runners, steal bases, make all the plays, play smart baseball.
Bowa used the model set forth by his father to hone his playing style, but had to turn to different measures to develop the intensity that became a trademark of his as he rose through the ranks.
Every time that I took the field in the minor league, I kept reading all these articles about there's no way he's ever going to make it. He's too small. He's too skinny. And when things were going bad, I just picked that up and started reading them. And it sort of added fuel to the fire for me. It motivated me. I wanted to prove to people that guys that didn't have great ability, didn't get drafted, didn't play high school, if you want it bad enough and you're willing to work, it's out there for you. You got to go after it.
At 24 years old, Bowa finally joined the Phillies for the 1970 season, where he had to navigate some early struggles at the plate. Ultimately, it was rookie manager Frank Lucchese who helped provide Bowa with an environment that allowed him to grow into one of the franchise's most prolific hitters.
In my first year, I was brutal till June. And I'll never forget this day. He called me in, and I thought I was getting sent down. He says, I just want to let you know, you don't have to get a hit the rest of the year. You're the shortstop. And I went, a rookie manager telling a rookie shortstop, no matter what you do, you're my shortstop. And I figured, man, if he has that kind of confidence in me, I got to take the ball and run with it right now.
And run with it he did.
Boa finished with just under 1,800 hits during his 12 seasons with the Phillies. He appeared in 5 All-Star games and helped the Phillies to their first ever World Series title in 1980. A moment that still resonates with Boa to this day.
That's the ultimate for any baseball player that puts on uniform. Because there's a lot of great players that never got to a World Series, and the fact that I not only got there, but was able to win it, that's an honor. That people ask me that, what was the greatest thing that ever happened to me? It's not even close. Winning the World Series, not even close.
As Boa approaches 80 years old and 60 years since his love affair with the Phillies organization and city of Philadelphia began, the constant that cuts through his experience as a player, manager, and now a special advisor to the team is the people that have allowed him to be himself.
John Middleton, go back to Louis Carpenter, go back to Bill Giles, Dave Montgomery. They all let me do my thing here. The Phillies front office and the manager right now, they let me put the uniform on every day. And I think being around young guys, it keeps you basically young. You know, they listen, but I know they're saying, although I don't know if you'd play right now, but that's okay. That's okay. I have fun with it down there, and like I said, I've been very blessed.
Reporting for Phillies Clubhouse, Danny Palos.
And that is all Phillies Clubhouse, brought to you by Toyota, proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. I'm Ashlyn Sullivan. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
Wawa's newest 6-hour movie is here, and it's so you. The sandwich you crave, the small fountain drink you pour, and the Hertz chips you want. All for just $6. Gotta have a Wawa.
Why leave?
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least consulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket? No, but we do make them work. Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do you use the Seat View feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind the pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do. Introducing Wawa's new spicy jalapeno ranch. Creamy, creamable, and kicking up the flavor of your favorite hoagies, wraps, sandwiches, and more. It's the bold twist you didn't know you needed. It's only here for a limited time. Gotta have a Wawa.
Welcome everyone to the Monday edition of Fair Territory. I'm Ken Rosenthal here with you for the next 26 minutes or so. And it was just a few weeks back I was lamenting, I don't know if it was on Foul Territory, in print, maybe just the friends, lamenting that the races were all but decided, that the playoff field was all but set. So much for that. We're looking at one of the wilder weeks potentially in recent MLB history. Both wild cards are still in play. The AL Central is big time in play. And the AL West seemingly close to being decided, but not over just yet. The AL West category as well. So there's a lot of different scoring. I know a lot of people make questions. Today, it's going to be more that. Tied for the 15.5 game lead to a division opponent, that would be the Cleveland Guardians. Mets missing the playoffs entirely with a $340 million payroll. Now, the column is an exploration of which is more embarrassing, as we kind of discusses each team's predicament. But the Mets thing is stunning, to say the least. They were 4-5-4 on June 12th. They had a rotation ERA on June 12th. That was the best in the majors. The record was the best in the majors. Since then, the Mets are 35 and 53. 35 and 53.
I mean,
Every
that's
time
where I can see that.
It'd be more convincing if you lowered your gun.
Can't do that.
in the
For
bottom
all I know,
five.
it could be a Kennedy or some other kind of asshole.
And not like they
Open
came
up
out
the shit
seven
shed
and they
about
lost
the ammo.
or they blew
Leave
the
up the
fence.
shit.
And
Why would I agree with that?
this has been a
One,
slow
because I have a gun on
It's
you,
really been
and
3
two,
months
because
now.
I'm the one who distracted those bastards inside the house.
And why not just take it all?
Because I'm not an asshole.
To the finish.
Look, we just tried to survive. I'm not asking for everything. Just about 50 each. And we're throwing some expectations for your
They
club.
won 10 in their last 15. The Mets have gone 4 and 11, including losing 2 of 3 to the Nationals this week. And you see where the wild card standings are.
Let me
right
guess.
now. Diamondbacks
You have
just
30
won
children at
back.
home.
The Reds hold the tiebreaker.
Fine,
on
you can
the
have
Nationals
one
on
treat.
Tuesday. Time of year, the Reds effectively
Don't push
their
it.
own destiny.
And give me those medkits.
Change.
Okay,
They're not going to remain scheduled as well because they will be telling for, of course,
You know, I used to be a baker.
the Reds are in
Feeding,
a decent
not
spot
rubbing.
as I wrote today.
Let the words not
3
rub
versus
it.
Pittsburgh at home and then
Hey,
3 at Milwaukee.
Take this.
In a time when
You look like a guy who likes it now.
will be really close to clinching the best overall record and the #1 seed if they haven't done it already by then. They've got a 3-game lead over the Phillies in that race. Then, 3 games right now, by the way. And the Diamondbacks who have had a trying schedule the most
Reyna Marcus found the ammo and secured the container.
and then they're at San Diego. San Diego by that point. And we'll see what the Dodgers come up with this week as well. So, the NL wild card race, as I said, it is brought to you by the only reason is because the Mets have stumbled in a way and stumble that will be one of the more embarrassing episodes in franchise history if it indeed ends up with this team obviously missing the playoffs, if it ends up with this team getting knocked out early. The Mets are not simply in a good place. Now, the AL Central, this is the other question I had, or the part of the question that I had. The Tigers. Where are the Tigers on the embarrassment scale? Pretty high, I would suggest. Now, they still are in a position where they have 1-game lead over the Cleveland Guardians. But they're coming off only 6 home games against the Indians and Atlanta. They're 24-37. It's the line. These 3 games against Cleveland at the Wrigley Field will obviously be critical. And we just wonder if the Tigers are going to be able to snap out of it. Their pitching, their rotation and bullpen essentially falling apart in September. And their offense has not been very good in this long stretch as well. And into the Guardians, one of the worst offensive contenders you'll ever see. I mean by that, they got one of the toughest contenders you'll ever see. They're tied with 27th in the majors in 27th. And two of them, in the 2020 season, when there's some big playoff and short of 16-game season, so anyone who is going to do offense like they coach to get back, they're doing it. I think without being so. Going to these games of like the weekend series tie in the AL West. This is the Astros are going to talk about Don Moore inside this. Have been a dominant team in 2016. 2017 on somewhere a scandal in there, but they dominated the year after that. So, you always have to, we've been talking about this all year. If the Astros are going to figure it out, got to knock them out, all of this stuff. But they haven't had, well, Mariners played 70 games in this series. They swept these series. They are a team that right now leads the AL West by 3 games with 6 to play. They are in absolute commanding position. It's impossible. Things can always change. But the Mariners really were how what we're seeing here is a team that the Red Sox race is mixed too. Just that's what the wild card race. You know, the Red Sox have the wild card race in both of the Dodgers in hybrid qualified, and that's why they got so loyal to the Tigers. The others took the wild card, and it looks like the situation has that carries, but you have to it's going to be it's a fantasy what kind of conclusion we're about to do. That's so I can't a couple of years and that's looking like they were a lot. The type of people that got the active, much better position, and all of these things that have happened, it didn't seem like they were going to happen. So let's look now at the AL remaining schedules. We'll close it out with this. Cleveland, Sweet versus Detroit at home. Talk about that. Versus Texas at home. Detroit. Then the Astros. It's sad because place of blood like it's top of the kind of field that does. And then you want to so that's the final the box. I expect that most fans
if you're looking for more coverage specifically geared towards Houston Astros, it's looking by Kyle Chapman and Jim Rome coverage that fighting. So Josh Reddick, the former Houston Astros there, go check out the channel. Things are short. It's also right now that is stupid soft. You think this better deserve better than it is like you'll get on yourself one first they pretty much basically feeling nothing on the back of their harbor. So educatorfarmershill.com flat that's well like really strong support that's their farmershill.com /8,000 off your order. Make sure you use that promo code VAL. One wants to give you $6 here, and it's so new. The sandwich you crave, the small fountain drinks you pour, and the Rivers chips you want. All because Stick Spice. Gotta have a Wawa. I'm David Choi. This is Legal Unit Fidelity Mutual. We'll help save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance. And it's quite the club. It's the gentleman. Only paying for cheap. You want certain things in life. You want well for your family. You want well for your kids. You want opportunities. Maybe
step up and help them put the pieces back together. Lawyers with the resources and experience to fight for you. Getting results is what we develop you the correct call.
Chipotle just brought Bill Jones Chipotle.
This Chipotle experience feeds 4 to 6 people.
We have a lot of food in here.
That's the protein, right?
Everybody can make whatever they want, and there's plenty to go around. Absolute game changer.
Introduce Wawa's new spicy jalapeno ranch. Creamy, craveable, and chicken up the flavor of your favorite hoagies, wraps, sandwiches, and more. It's the bold twist you didn't know you needed before. It's only here for a limited time. Got it, go on.
Hey, if you get a chance, subscribe to Foul Territory on YouTube. We are getting very close to 300,000 subscribers on the channel and love all of them. So we love you to join us on that channel as we break down everything going on across the sport. It is baseball. It's the way it should be covered at Foul Territory. Give us a sub.
I'd have to decide Mr. Cody about a trend in the game, something going on. And today, I want to talk about the Astros, but I want to start by talking about the Milwaukee Brewers. And I'll explain and try to weave it all together. So back in spring training, I read a column basically saying that if the Brewers stumbled this season, it would be the responsibility of owner Mark Attanasio because he had not spent hardly anything during the offseason. Now, after that, they signed Jose Quintana, 1 year, $4.25 million. But my premise in that column was, hey, at some point, it's going to catch up with Attanasio if people keep leaving and you don't replace them with quality people in return. Well, obviously, the Brewers and Mark Attanasio are sitting pretty right now. And I approached Attanasio in Milwaukee a couple of weeks ago and I said, listen, man, I'm never writing anything like that again. I'm done. I give it up. You win. And yeah, he does win. They've got the best record in the majors, and he's done it his way. No question about it. So I was thinking, as I prepared for this segment, maybe I should have written that column about Astros owner Jim Crane. Because look at what has happened to the Astros over the last 5 years. Springer gone to free agency. Correa gone to free agency. Tucker traded. Bregman gone to free agency. Those are 4 significant players, parts of the Astros core, part of the reason they were so successful in the late 2010s and early 2020s. And now those players were essentially gone. So I thought about that, and I thought about Crane and some of the signings that they've made up in this time. Oakland Brave was not a good signing. Rafael Montero, not a good signing. And it wasn't okay. As the Astros sit here today, it's a precarious spot, seemingly facing an uphill fight for sure in the AL West, and even threatening to fall off the playoff picture entirely because their wildcard chances are looking bad too. They don't hold any of the tiebreakers in these scenarios. And when you consider it all and wonder and ponder the Astros situation, it was amazing that it went on for this long. And what happened to the Astros this season? It took like this incredible cavalcade of injuries, an amazing amount of injuries that really no team can withstand, and they withstood it actually pretty well. You know, let's look for an extended for a second. They looked at the Seattle tied. Now they're no longer tied. They're 3 games back, and they appear to be ready to dethrone as AL West champions in our season for the first time since 2016. Think about that. They've won every AL West title in a 160-game season, 2-game season, since 2007. That's it. Bravo, not about the freshman. And you have them, but not all of it is about cash. So, you wonder if you think about these people. If you're going away, you can kind of an aging talent of 2 days. But look, very bad injuries this season than the Houston Astros. It's not even close. And the Astros, at one point, had 18 players on the injured list. This was in late July. At that time, 8 starting pitchers were on the injured list. They lost Jordan Alvarez for almost 3 months. Jeremy Payne out for significant time. Isaac Paredes is the same. And Jeremy Myers, he's the take time. But 32 and 23 had a hand this year. He too was out for a long period of time. Josh Hader's been out since August 8th. On and has gone. I believe it was last week when I talked about Joe Espada being favored for AL Manager of the Year. Well, he's still second with it, but it's not going to look as pretty now if he does. And frankly, right now, Stephen Vogt, Cleveland, John Schneider, Toronto, they're all candidates who are looking better. AJ Hinch, popular choice for a while too. That's how topsy-turvy this whole thing has become. So the Astros, they acquired at the deadline Carlos Correa. They reacquired him. They brought in Jesus Sanchez, who has not been much of a contributor at all. And Ramon Urias is the same. He has not done much at all. The biggest issue for this team, and it has to do somewhat with the Alvarez injury and with the loss of Pena for a month, but not completely. The offense is the biggest issue, and this has been a perplexing thing with the Astros. Now, Paredes was brought in, as was Christian Walker, to improve their play system, to make them less of a free-swinging operation. Paredes, guys, on the pitches, Walker had that reputation as well, but it hasn't happened for the Astros. And for whatever reason, their offense all season long, with Alvarez without, has not really clicked. They are 27 in the majors in runs per game since the deadline. 27 since every Sanchez. That's not what they intended when they made those moves. They were trying to focus it off, and it just hasn't happened. So the Astros, is this the end? Well, we're going to find out in the next, a week or so. But it's been an amazing, and even this year, it's been amazing what they've accomplished considering what they've been up against. And all teams go through this. You guys know these all teams have years and the off years. It's just been such a long time since the Astros had one of these seasons. And it looks like this is turning out to be one of them. Even if they get in, how far are they going to go? Robert Valdez struggled in the last month or so. Underground, legitimate ace, but they don't have much out there beyond those guys. So it's been a tough season for the Astros, no doubt. It's been the kind of season for the Astros that we just haven't seen from them in a long, long time. All right, back with Bill and Ken right after this.
Father,
Killer, got your ammo back.
back. Like to collect cars, but the way the process got was ridiculous.
Just kept us in business, man.
You open up a pack.
I'm glad to help, though I'm still holding you that promised ammo.
Take part, and then you want to maybe sell no idea how much this means to us. Arena Club has been
I want you to have this.
Arena
That's
Club
the
is
last
the
one that
solution
we
to
had
our
in our pocket when we finally
You go
reached this
online,
place.
go to Arena Club,
Talking of
check out what
appreciation.
they have.
Thanks.
Put a little cash down, you might get
Maybe
one of the
it'll come
best
in
cards
handy
that you've
someday.
ever seen in your life, an autographed card. And guess what? If you don't like the card, easily, you can sell it out. You can make a little cash. You never know what to expect. It's a cool way of doing it. You're going to get a surprise every time. And if you're into cards, this is something you really need to get into.
Right now, you can get 20% off your first slab pack or card purchase by going to arenaclub.com/Val and use code VAL, like Todd Father's talking about with those slab packs. Every pack is a grail. That's at least 20x the price of the pack. Check it out.
BetMGM players will receive an MLB Parlay Boost token. To use the token, add a parlay wager made up of entirely MLB bets to your bet slip and activate the token. Score extra winnings if your wager that was made with the Parlay Boost token wins. Gambling problem or concern? There is help. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's a loaded Italian has classic flavors with an Arby's flair. It's more American Italian than Italian, just like the Pope. And people line up to see him. Arby's, we have the meat.
We all want a cleaner, brighter tomorrow. And Constellation is leading the way. We are the nation's #1 producer of carbon-free electricity, and we're boosting the economy by powering American jobs and driving clean energy innovations. Our carbon-free future starts now, and Constellation has the experience, employees, and vision to move us ahead. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Why leave?
Hey, an easy way to support the show and wear super comfy clothing is by heading to foulterritoryshop.com. Yes, foulterritoryshop.com is loaded with Foul Territory gear and lots of Fair Territory gear. If you want to give some love to Ken and Alana, go check out a hat, a t-shirt, and a lot more. Call me Bud in the morning. Foulterritoryshop.com is the spot.
Time after really Ken, the part of the show I answer your question. First question from JS. Big one. Will Ben Cherington be back with the Pittsburgh Pirates? I do not know the answer to that, Jay. But after 6 seasons and 6 essentially disappointing seasons, the Pirates certainly would be justified if they made a change. Now, that said, they have built a collection of young arms that is really the envy of the sport. They also have played better under Don Kelly than they did under Derek Shelton. They've had their moments since the change in managers. I don't know that it's enough to save Ben Cherington's job, and I don't know that it should. Ben Cherington is one of the most respected people in the game. He's a guy who everyone will tell you is of extremely high character. At the same time, the performance is what the performance is. And they have not done enough with limited resources to maybe justify him staying on as GM. You look at Cleveland, you look at Milwaukee, you look at Tampa Bay in most years, you look at Cincinnati right now. These are all teams in similar markets, and they're doing better than the Pirates have. So, obviously, this is question number 1 for the Pittsburgh Pirates when the season ends. I would not be surprised by a change, and I would also not be surprised if Bob Nutting stayed the course. He's not exactly the most predictable owner in the sport. Actually, I should correct that. Pirates fans would say he is the most predictable owner in the sport in terms of spending money. I don't know that he's that predictable with regard to what he might do in the GM spot. All right, next question. This one is from Armand, who asks, if the Mets and Tigers don't make it, do you see coaching staff firings with Hinch and Mendoza staying? That would probably be, Armand, the way that these teams would go. And certainly with the Mets, I don't know where the dysfunction or the problem is exactly. And I talked last week about maybe a chemistry issue being there, and that's not on the coaches. But in a situation like this, if the two teams do indeed miss the playoffs or end in the playoffs in a disappointing fashion, I would expect certainly that there would be changes. David Stearns has been pretty public about backing Carlos Mendoza. Joel Sherman had a note today in the New York Post in which Stearns said again that Mendoza has done a very good job. Doesn't mean that others below him will not be held responsible for this. Hinch, too, would seemingly be one of the more secure managers in the game, but they, too, could look for coaching changes. I would not expect, if these two teams end the season in disappointment, that things are just going to remain status quo. That is rarely the way it works in baseball. All right, next question from RPGman45. If you had to pick who's out in the Astros, Tigers, Red Sox, or Guardians? Wow. Now, this is an AJ Brzezinski type question, the kind where you just put me on the spot. If I had to guess right now, I'd say the Tigers, because they're playing the worst of these teams. Now, you could say the Astros are as well. Yeah, that would be a fair point to make. But my hunch is the Tigers, just because they're going to go into Cleveland, and I don't know how that's going to go for them. And then they're going to go into Boston, needing to win, I would presume, at that point. And I don't know how that's going to go for them, because the Red Sox also will be playing for a playoff berth scenario at Fenway Park, where they are very good. That's my guess. Watch, I'll be wrong. I'm usually wrong when I make predictions of this nature. All right, let's go to the next one now. This one comes from Foul Territory, which asks, will the Orioles keep Tony Mansolino? I don't know the answer to this question. And certainly the Orioles have played better under Mansolino than they did under Brandon Hyde. Since late May, they are above 500, and that's pretty good. Now, you can say the young players have stagnated, the young hitters have stagnated, but he stabilized that team. And in addition to that, we've seen in the second half Trevor Rogers reported as one of the best pitchers in the entire sport. And Kyle Bradish come back from Tommy John surgery along with Tyler Wells. Not all of that, of course, is Matt Slato's doing, but it's the stuff that he inherited. Now,